In this video, I'll teach you exactly how to study even when you don't want to. I'm Anvik and I help Indian students like you score more marks in the examination by studying less. Let's get started. So, I would tackle this with two methods. First one is the 2-minute rule and the second one is showing up. So, the 2-minute rule. So the 2-minute rule states that even on your worst day, the day you don't want to study or something like that, you just have to study for 2 minutes, not more than that. You don't need to even study more than that. Some people might say that this is bullshit and this will not work, but trust me when I say this. I've been there. There are moments in my life where I've studied for fuck ton of time. I would study for 8 hours, 10 hours every single day, and there would be other days where I wouldn't even bother to open the book. And what would help me in those times? Studying for 2 minutes. Listen to this very closely because this will happen to you as well. No matter how motivated you are right now, you will get that dip when you don't when you will not be wanting to study. So in that time, I want you to study for just 2 minutes, not more than that. Just study for 2 minutes and just close the book and go do whatever you want. This builds the habit of showing up. The second method, we'll talk about that. Also, this reduces friction. Like if you just tell your mind to study for 2 minutes, not more than that, then your mind will be thinking like, oh, that's easy, I'll be doing that in no time. And when you actually do study for 2 minutes, you will the starting friction is already gone. So you will be studying more than 2 minutes. That's very very powerful tool. If you want to take something away from this video, this should be it. Study for 2 minutes even when you don't want to, and the momentum takes you a long way. And this 2-minute rule also makes it very easy to start studying as well. Most people don't lack motivation, they lack the starting point of the studying. Like if I push someone to start studying, like if somebody pushed me to start studying in my worst days, I'd probably still study for 6 to 8 hours in the worst days as well. Or there is another way of using the 2-minute method as well, 2-minute rule as well. That is, shrink any habit to its 2 minutes equivalent. What I mean by this is, say you want to study. So, what is a habit or what is a thing that would turn it into a 2-minute habit that does not take more than 2 minutes to complete? Say you want to study biology. What is a 2 minutes equivalent of that? You take out the biology textbook and open it. That's it. That's the 2-minute equivalent of the studying biology. Or say you want to practice math questions. What would you do? You take out a piece of paper and pen, and that's it. That's a 2-minute equivalent of doing that. So you could shrink any habit to its 2-minute equivalent, and when you focus on these completing these in your worst days as well, you'll build crazy amount of consistency. And when you're comfortable, even on your worst days, you could be studying still 1 to 2 hours every single day. And by the way, if you are also someone who studies with struggling, or even if you want to score more marks by studying less, then click the link in the description. That's my minimalist study guide, designed to help you score more marks by studying less. If you are interested, then click the link in the description. Let's move on with the video. And the second method of studying even when you don't want to is rule of showing up. You have to show up even on your worst days, no matter how small. You don't need to study for 16 hours every single day to be able to call yourself a student. You just need to sit down for at least 2 seconds to call yourself a student. Isn't that interesting? Like, think about it. To call yourself a student, you don't need to study for 16 hours every single day, not 10 hours every single day. You just need to show up of studying every single day. The amount of studying does not matter initially. You just need to master the art of showing up. There's a quote I learned from the book Atomic Habits. I've read it from this book, in which the author mentions a habit has to be established before it can be improved. Most of you are not good at showing up to study. So, planning to study 16 hours every single day is not a very good thing to think about. But showing up every single day, you are already on the right direction to study, to score more marks. So even on your worst days, you still have to show up, no matter how small, even for 2 seconds. Even just opening the book and staring it for 2 seconds, you have already built consistency. And when you are comfortable, you can always increase the time whenever you want, as much as you want. And these were the very two small tips on how to study even when you don't want to. Now if you are, as I said, if you are interested to score more marks by studying less in the examination, my minimalist study guide is designed to help you do that, the same thing. It's very affordable, it's at its low price for the first 50 people taking that course, and the price will only increase after on. I've given everything that you need to score more marks in the examination by studying less in that course. Most people waste their money on random things like, I don't know, game. There's a game called Free Fire in which you buy diamonds, so they waste on games, movies, snacks, junk food. But if you have the guts of saving some money and giving this course a try, it will change your life. It has changed mine, it will change yours too. And by taking that and by purchasing that course, you also get access to a community of students, like-minded students who think like you as well. And you all like that, you also build accountability. We'll go on calls with you, like Zoom calls, and every month we'll be talking to twice, asking your progress. I'll be personally keeping you accountable in your studies. And there are other students who will also keep you accountable as well. Even if you have any problem in your studies, that community will be your go-to place. Click the link in the description, and that's it for the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.